Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I want to give you guys some very good tips and tricks that you guys can use to improve your accuracy, whether you guys are using an assault rifle, SMG, or even a shotgun. Doesn't really matter which gun. I'm going to show you guys some very useful and easy tips that you guys can use to improve your overall aim in Fortnite, which is extremely important if you want to win more consistently and your gunfights here in this game. So definitely stay to the end of the video if you guys are looking for some good tips to use to help you better your aim. And real quick, before I get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to participate in the next giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload and when I announce the winners every Friday. And lastly, make sure you guys put down your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account down in the comment section below, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. And lastly, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do, go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to be teaching you guys some very good tips that you guys can use to help you aim much better here in Fortnite. There's a couple of things that I do that you guys should as well that makes a huge difference on my ability to aim and as well improve my aim, so when I'm fighting other players, I hit a lot more of my shots. And that really helps me win so many more games here in Fortnite. So going into the first tip that you guys want to do if you want to be able to improve your aim, hit way more shots, and just overall be a much more consistent player in this game, the first thing that you guys have to do is you have to be a lot more confident with your shots. Now, what I mean by that, and there's a couple of reasons why you want to improve that. Another reason why improving your confidence is really going to help you hit a lot more shots, because a lot of the times what I see in gunfights is a lot of people do tend to hesitate based on the situation, and that's one of the worst things to do, and it's going to mess up your aim entirely. You either want to be all in on something or all out, meaning that if you want to go for an edit, you kind of have to fully commit and kind of go all the way in on it. You never really want to go halfway, or you kind of want to go for the edit and then you decide to change your mind and then go for something else. Usually if you end up doing that, you really mess up, and those are the times where you're going to be missing the most amount of shots. So you have to make sure that if you want to go for an edit, if you want to try to go for a specific shot, that you either want to go all in or all out. If you hesitate at all, that's going to be one of the biggest killers to your accuracy, and a lot of times you're going to suffer the most when it comes to, the shots that get hit back at you. So you never want to hesitate in gunfights. You either want to be all in or all out, and that really just has everything to do with how confident you are in your shot. Now, another way to improve how confident you are, and a great way to improve your accuracy, is just going to be by improving all other type of mechanics. Because for example, is if you want to go for, so say you have someone's wall and you know that you're not very good at editing, what's going to happen is even if you have a really good shot lined up, it's going to cause you to hesitate, or it's going to cause you to hesitate quite a bit, because if you're going to go for an edit that you know you're not good at, you're not really going to go all the way in on it. Maybe you try to go for the edit and mess up. Either way, it's not going to be a good time, and it's going to cause you to be a lot more inconsistent. So the easiest way to build your confidence in your fights and your shots is going to be by improving your mechanics. And I think editing is, plays a huge part in that, because almost all of my close range gunfights, I'm either editing or using my shotgun. So if I really improve my editing mechanics, and I know I'm a great editor, whenever I go in gunfights against other players, I'm not going to be hesitating whatsoever, because I'm going to feel really confident about that edit, which is going to allow me to focus a lot more on hitting my shot. Because if I have to worry about missing an edit, and if I have to worry about, messing this or that up, it's going to cause me to be not as accurate as I want to be. So if I improve my edits and I really have them down, it's going to be one less thing to worry about when I'm fighting the other player, because I don't have to worry about going for a different type of edit. If I'm coming off the left side, if I'm coming off the right side, it doesn't matter, because I've improved my mechanics enough to where it's not going to affect my shot. which is really important when you are going to practice any mechanic in this game. You want to make sure you practice from both sides, that you are practicing from the right and the left side, because you never know when you're in gunfight against other players whether you have to challenge from either or side. So you want to make sure you're practicing from both so you don't have any sort of weak points in your game. But that is going to be the first thing that you guys have to do, is really have to improve your confidence in game. And the easiest way to do that is going to be improving your mechanics, because if you know you're a great mechanical player, you're going to be able to be a lot more confident when going for that edit and that shot, because like I said, the majority of gunfights in the game, I'm either hitting an edit or using my shotgun during that fight. So I have to make sure that I'm very confident with my edits, because that's going to directly correlate on my ability to hit the other player with my shotgun. So that's the first thing that you guys want to do. So going into the second thing that you guys want to really keep in mind if you want to be more consistent with hitting your shots. So the second thing that's really important is you want to know where to aim on the other player, because you basically have 3 different hitboxes. So you have like the chest area, you have the head, and then you have the feet. But one thing that's important to notice when you're playing on controller is your aim assist only kicks in when you're on that hitbox, meaning that if you want to shoot at another player, you have to be on them in order to get the aim assist, meaning that if you want to aim at somebody's chest, you're going to have a lot more aim assist and slowdown versus if you aim at the head, because the head is a much smaller hitbox than the chest, meaning that if you want to hit a player from range, it's better to align your shot at the other player's body instead at their head, just because it's much more difficult to line up a shot on their head, because you're not going to have as much aim assist, and you're ultimately going to have a bigger margin for error if you try to aim at their head, because there's less room to shoot at. So if you want to have the most aim assist possible and you want to be able to hit as many shots as you can, build that consistency, you really want to aim for the chest. And also another great thing about aiming for the chest is a lot of times you have recoil, and that recoil ends up pushing your gun up to their head and you end up getting headshots either way. So you always want to aim for the chest area if you are using your AR or SMG. And this is truly important if you're using a AR or SMG, because a lot of times if you're using one of those two guns, you're going to be at medium or long range, meaning that it's going to be a lot more difficult to line up your shot from longer distances without aim assist. And if you aim at the chest, you're going to have much more aim assist than aiming at their head or anywhere else. So that's where you want to aim when you are using an AR or SMG. However, when it comes to the shotgun, you really want to aim for the head for a couple big reasons. And the first reason, ultimately, it is way more damage when you try to aim for the head than the body with your shotgun. So that's the only time that I recommend to go for headshots, is when you're using your shotgun. But the good news is, the closer you are to the other player, the easier it is to line up your shots, obviously. So if you're using your shotgun and you want to be able to hit more consistent headshots, you really just have to be as close as you can to the other player as possible. And that's going to allow you to build that consistency with your shotgun at close range. So if you want to go for headshots, you want to be as close to the other player as you can, because the hitbox is going to be smaller than the chest, meaning it's going to be a lot more difficult to line up that shot. So in order to compensate for the hitbox being a little bit lower on the head, you want to be that much closer to your target or the other player that you're going against. Otherwise, you're really going to have a hard time building that consistency with shotgun. So you want to go for headshots, but you really ultimately want to be closer to the other player. But like I said, AR and SMGs, you might want to stand back a little bit, and if you are, then you really want to aim for that chest area. And you can also aim for the feet if you want, because I demonstrated earlier, if you can shoot literally right through their legs and it still hits them just based on the hitbox. But I'm not saying that you should never go for headshots with your AR, because I mean, if the shot's wide open and they're standing still, you probably should try to maybe line up the headshot. But if they're like facing towards you and you need to get off a quick shot and line up that shot very fast, going for the chest is always going to be your best option. So make sure you guys definitely do that. But ultimately, if you're using an AR or SMG, you want to aim for the chest, because you're going to have way more slowdown with the aim assist. So that's why you want to aim for that. But if you are using a shotgun, you want to aim for the head, because it just does so much more damage. And it's a really good way to kind of, even the playing field with sweatier players, but you have to be close to that player. Otherwise, it's going to be harder to hit your shot, and you're not going to be hitting that much damage anyway, so you just ultimately want to be closer to that player. But with that being said, those are going to be some of my best tips that you guys can use to help improve your accuracy with your guns, whether you're using AR, shotgun, or SMG. Hopefully this video helped you out, and if you guys could, make sure you guys do drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Make sure you guys do hit that notification bell, because I do live stream every single day here on this channel at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys do hit that notification bell, because like I said, I stream every single day on this channel, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. But with that being said, I really appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I'll see you next video.